Friends, elves, and absurdly named people, welcome to Crusader Kings 3 with your friend, Þarþuþhaþhi. Today, we are going to continue after yesterday successfully building the Grand Portal. I was going to go and look at it in decisions, but of course we've already done it, so I can't do that. There it is, my friends. A colossal circle of intricately carved stone that can form bridges between worlds. What does that mean for us? Well, quite a few things, as I'll show you in a second. The first thing I need to mention before we dive in too far is I'm pre-recording this episode because on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday I'm not going to be here. So, additionally, there will not be an episode tomorrow because I don't really want to record 3 days back to back because if there are any important comments that I've missed from the developer or, you know, any good nuggets of wisdom from the comments like incredible elven names, I would rather be able to catch that as they come out rather than frantically trying to catch up later on. So, here we are then. Of course, we are still just the simple Duke of Cairo. We have tried to position our liege 3 times, and all 3 times he's very conveniently not been home. Hiding, probably, pretending he's not at court, so he doesn't have to give us a kingdom. Now, we could take a kingdom of our own elsewhere. King Raphael the Good, our neighbor, has a kingdom right there, which we could grab for us, should we want to. Of course, it would be quite an easy war. I think it would be an absolute massacre. Oh my god, look at all the Allura Magi we have. Wow. So, if we get desperate, that will be what we do. And I mean, at this point, we have to, as somebody quite rightly pointed out in the comments as well, he's a fearless planner, right? And as a planner, he needs to plan for any inevitability. When he dies, of course, these duchies will get split up. Everything he's worked towards will fall apart, and his children will be fighting one another, much as he was forced to fight his siblings and even his father for his for the realm, fighting his many uncles as well. So by gathering a kingdom, either through, again, petitioning our liege for the Kingdom of Egypt, which we should have, or by taking the Kingdom of Nubia, we are ensuring that there are plans in action to make sure that everything stays stable and calm, and there's no family hatred. We're breaking that cycle of hatred, as I said, because he's best friends with his son, which is a great start compared to him and his father, who were nemesis. Nemesises. So, worth mentioning then, of course, we've got access to some new decisions here. The Ritual of Ascension. Behold your splendor. You have reached a major threshold. You've achieved the absolute pinnacle form of the common elf tier and are ready to ascend to become something more. Upon completing this ascension, you will enter the ranks of the regal fae, elves that stand above the common folk, their mandate to rule clear to all. There is none of ambient spark left in the world. The Grand Portal must be restored. Well, that's ticked off because we've restored the portal, and now all we need is 2,500 piety to ascend. Now, I rather foolishly said yesterday, let's go for family focus, let's go for diplomacy, because, you know, maybe theologian won't be so relevant, and I take back everything I've ever said. We need to be diving into that. We need to be taking the theology focus, the scholarship focus, understanding the portal and this destiny that we were set up for, that we finally achieved. How's Smeagolf doing? Oh my god, he died. When did he die? We didn't even notice. We weren't even told. He died last year. Oh my god, he only died 4 months ago and we just never knew. Good lord, that's so sad. So that's our 3rd character gone now. We have no other living characters. Wow. So, a lot of these other characters I can start to unpin. Because one thing that I think was super valuable outside of course, building the portals is we were almost assassinated by someone. We've started to smooth over a lot of relations with these people. Our brother, we are rivals with because he slept with our character's wife, who he has since fallen out of love with. So maybe that will help reflect the bonds healing between him and his brother. Maybe now that he is no longer in love with that lady, he can move on and begin to try and solve things. Because the last thing we want is this guy assassinated right now, breaking up Cairo again, letting Francia grab some land, and everything going back to square one. That would be terrible, especially when we're so close to victory. Phasis and, of course, Alpophis' son, Tusin Carmelf, who I thought I betrothed, but I guess I forgot in the end. Let's just make sure we've got that sorted quickly here. The 4 bloodline Tutankhamun marries, Tutankhamelf marries Phasis. Between them, they will guarantee inherit 3 bloodlines, with, of course, that possibility coming from each individual parent. So the chance of them having a kid with all 5 bloodlines is tremendously high. Not only that, I believe they're both fecund, or at least she is, right? Yeah, so she is. She also has Aphroditic. He has Adonic, so that's another 80% between them to fertility, plus another 50% from fecund. So we're good. Like, this is almost I almost don't want to say this. I feel like it's guaranteed that this generation will be the one to give us the bloodline. So I feel like maybe we should even designate Tutankhamun as our heir and successor. Maybe we also go for faces. Maybe we can make her our successor. Play as a female character for a change. Might be interesting. Either way, let's not worry about it. Let's focus on the here and now, which I think has to be getting that Kingdom tier title. Of course, we need to be going on expeditions a bit more to try and discover some elven artifacts since the new update has added a bunch more stuff. I do want to do that. I think the piety and the Kingdom is quite appropriate. Now, I think in terms of story, this humble man standing before the Grand Portal that he has restored has been, well, humbled by its majesty, its power, and now he's going to dedicate his life to... Maybe, you know, he's a scholar following in his grandfather's footsteps, went to university 3 times over. Maybe he wants to learn from that. Or maybe he was inspired to be a bit more zealot. Not necessarily, of course, is like a total mad zealot, but maybe has a bit more zeal than he had before. I think a holy war is a good way to show that. And, of course, again, a good way to make sure that we don't have a repeat of history where son fights father, brother fights brother, and everything falls apart in no time. Worth mentioning, additionally, this war is probably going to be hyper fast because we got, you would like to send someone to my court. Is she good? She is. She got 30 diplomacy. I know just the place for her, sure. Skilled courtier recruited, thank you. Because, of course, we got that level 5 education yesterday. Actually, a lot happened yesterday. It was quite successful, wasn't it? Exalted Warlord gives that siege weapon effectiveness up by 50%. We're going to be so fast on the war front at this point. Duchess Aranel, sadly no bloodlines, we married for her skills, but we could always, you know, move her along. We're going to sail down the Nile and pop out of our boats and immediately cut them off. That's so convenient to be able to get across the country that fast. That was a massacre. Oh my god. And another thing worth mentioning, damn, yesterday everything happened, didn't it? Our dynasty unlocked graceful aging. That means as our people get older, they are going to get more and more skilled the longer they live, which is obviously fantastic for this guy who was born quite unintelligent amongst the elven people. It was a slaughter at Aswan. They killed 146. We killed 7,100. Now, one thing I did with this guy, of course, was invest repeatedly into... so we've got hereditary excellence there, giving a total of, what's 12 times 3? 36. 36% good congenital trait benefit, which is obviously amazing. I also did the same with Field of Blood. So currently we are up to, I can't figure that out. What is that? 18% extra enemy fatal casualties. Tremendous amount. I mean, I know that's very basic maths. It's just very late at night. Þarþuþhaþhi, your son, grandson, and brother-in-law became an elusive shadow. Interesting. Okay, he's not amazing. And the council is, right now, amazing. So I certainly won't be changing that at all. And a new leadership perk. Master of... What was I going for here? Gold maintenance. Spoils of war. That's right. Army movement speed up by 10% is superb. Our army is just not big enough. Fort level is too high. Oh. We just stole that child's chess set. Tremendously unnecessary. Good one. Well, okay. I suppose that teaches them a lesson. Hello. Endless Lord. Oh. This character is a perfect genetic duplicate of their Lord parent. Oh. They're not, but that's okay. I guess they inherited all of her traits and then it amplified as well? Yeah, it certainly appears that that might be the case. Interesting. Whoa, that kid's really good. May you grow strong and wise, my daughter. What's happening to my fucking army? What, did you see that? What was going on there? What just happened? What the hell just happened to my army? Pull back a second? What the fuck? Did you see that? That was nuts. I didn't accidentally say assault holding or anything, did I? I didn't even know that was a button, I'll be honest with you, but I can't think of any other reason how that might have occurred. What the hell? Can you assault holdings in this? Oh, assault fort. Oh, no. I pressed F. F is the hotkey to close messages while I was looking at the siege tab and... That's my bad. I'll take like 50% blame on that one, given that that's... Oh, Lord. Okay, that's another rival. Oh, no. Hold on. We were actually friends with that guy in the end. Yeah. Oh, that's a shame. They only buried the hatchet so little time ago, and look what happened, huh? So we can't befriend him. He actually just straight up refused us. Which is crazy that we're rivals and he actually kind of likes us. I guess he never meant to hurt us, but You just can't separate these things sometimes. We could become friends with the Magda of Ghana. Sorry, the Marga of Ghana. Okay. Befriend then. Let's see if we can try and smooth over. I don't know who this lady is or why we're enemies. Bound by blood. Unify the house and rescue house members. Casus Belli seems very appropriate for, I would say, quite a nice guy. You know, quite a good character doing quite nice things for the good of other people, mainly. I'm relaxing on a chair that sits next to a window in my room. Sunlight filters through the window and shines down on me. I feel its warmth. Losing a little bit of stress there. Beautiful. Thank you. 85% war score. Let's cut this army off. I assume we're at maximum battle war score from that battle before. Yeah, 50%. I thought that might be the case. Oh, well. Good enough to take out a few more. Get a bit of prestige from it, huh? Very nice. This is so ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous, isn't it? And then we're just going to boon our prestige by any means necessary. My wife. Do you have another lover? You must tell me. She does. It's this man in West Slavia. Everyone must know of your infidelity. It's a good excuse to divorce her. Obviously, that was me trying to fix that problem of the other wife. Not me not realizing that our other wife was in a different realm. Maybe she should have stayed there. So we're actually going to divorce you instead. Was she also a human? No, she was an elf. I was going to say. I wasn't going that mad. Yes, no, she can be put aside and we'll find a new marriage. I mean, I wonder if the elven blood can now amplify that the portal's open. Are we a high elf? I guess we must be if we can ascend up. I guess we'll find a high elf in our domain. Your granddaughter, she's very good. Preferably someone with a bloodline too. Ooh, bloodline of House Gwynthorne. That was the one we were missing. Hold on. Bloodline of House Gwynthorne, yeah. She is the oldest, which I'm still not best pleased about, but it's a different time. What's... Oh, he's getting all these happy memories? Suddenly recall a happy memory from the past that happened long ago. It brings a smile to my face. Is this to do with his higher stress level? Oh my god, that was enough to win the war. Holy shit. Okay. Well, it's time for a kingdom, my friends. And there we go. 45 stress. We're actually down to stress level 2. Hold. My ears be short and miserable. Can we now just become the king of Nubia? Can we just make it our kingdom? Usurp. Oh. Usurp the kingdom of Nubia from King Raphael the Good. I will gain 400 prestige. Boom. Oh my god. We've done it. We're free. We're actually free. You are now a mighty king. Wow. Very much a fine I'll do it myself moment because they refused to give us that title. Oh my god. Look at us. Look at us now. Wow. I've got a little bit of realm management to do, so you might have to bear with me here for a second. Well, shall we just land everyone? Land all of his sons? I mean, everybody likes one another now, so I guess that's probably the right way to go about it then. Grant 2. Nobody. Apparently not allowed to grant this one for some reason. Why? What's wrong with it? It turns out it's because I had a temple holding, and obviously only women can hold temples. There we go. What else have we got to give away here? Wow, we picked up so much land there so fast, didn't we? My God. Your son, brother-in-law. Yep, that's fine. You seem like a reasonable fella. And then we've got this one down here. And I think that's it, if I'm not mistaken. Your son, brother-in-law, and champion. There you go. Boom. A solid, united house filled with people who have the utmost respect for one another. Friends and allies. Totally contrasting the last 2 generations. He hated his father hated his father, and of course Smeagolf and Thaldir were bitter enemies. In fact, it was hatred all the way up, and we have solved that problem. Wow, that looks good. I like that. I like that a lot. Found a holy order. No, though I could. We will not be doing that simply because we've got to save our piety at this point. We can hold court, and in fact, now we can start displaying the many, many court artifacts that we seem to have accrued. We've got the Spear of the Prophet there, just gives a court grandeur bonus. Nubian Goblet for another +4 court grandeur there. On the pedestal, we can throw that bracelet that gives 25% fertility. That's going to be quite powerful in the long term. Carve's apron? The legendary banner that the Persian blacksmith Carve made from his aprons rallies people against their evil overlord. Whoa, that's really good. Whoa, okay. I think I'll put that there if you don't mind. We've got some lovely gazelle hides, which I think we all got, again, from Nubia. There you go. Let's put that one up there, too. Might have to patch some of this up. A lovely tapestry. Very nice. again, I'm not really so concerned about what this stuff does. We'll add it to 3% extra tax court grandeur bonus. Lovely antelope hide. Why is the gazelle hide so tiny compared to the antelope hide? I didn't realize there was such a significant difference in animal size. But I'm not sure there actually is. What have I also not displayed yet? Oh, a chest. Whoa, we've got so much good stuff for our kingdom. I mean, yes, we did just come in and steal it all, but that's not the point. Wow, look at that. Let's throw a lovely book there. Have we got another furniture slot somewhere, or is that that? Okay, you know what? I'll take it. I'm fine with that. We've got to repair some of it too, but that is really lovely. I'm happy with this. Court amenities, then. So we can either be an administrative court or a scholarly court. Monthly lifestyle experience up by 10% at the highest level. Again, I think is tremendously beneficial to the elves. Like, really, really powerful mechanic. So you know what? I think we're going to go for that. I think we're going to go for a scholarly court. And I think we're going to... Obviously, the language has to be High Elven. I would never change that. Let's go all in on the amenities. Massive grand lodgings, all the servants, exotic food, and... He is a humble man, but again, we're doing it for other people. It's not for his benefit. He has crazy feasts anyway, so that's fine. Beautiful. We're still making 54 gold a month. That's what you like to see. Ah, this is amazing. It's going to take a little while before we get up to that monthly lifestyle experience game, but that's pretty good. Is there anything else I need to worry about here, or are we on it? I mean, at this point, we should really redo his inventory as well. Bear in mind, I had the stuff equipped that gave the most benefit to fertility. Not really so relevant anymore, I would say. What do we want to work on? I think we want to work on learning lifestyle experience, if we've even got any. Obviously, we've got learning benefits from some of the elven stuff. Well, would you believe it? It just so happens my liege happens to have a book that he's still not willing to sell us. Ah, okay, fair enough. I guess what I'll do then, because it's such a pain in the ass, try and buy books unless they are basically falling apart. We'll just say equipped, not equipped, and go from there. 10%, that's okay. 10% from that one. 5%, 5%, 10%. Yeah, it's possible that we can get a good maybe 40% or so across these. And that will do it. Wait, what happened to my other one? Oh, it was one of those court artifacts. Bollocks, I didn't even realize. So we got the Horn God for 10%, that one for 10%, that one for... What's the other one? Wait, what was it? A court artifact? Trinket, okay. Yeah, inventory artifacts. Trinket, yep, inventory artifact. Court artifact. Ah, my bad. I mean, that's still fine, though. I'm all right with that. Plenty more where that came from, and of course, we've got plenty of gold to fund it all, so it doesn't really matter. Boom, there we go. Let's go ahead and set up that court artifact, too, then. We got another book slot. Boom. Very nice. Okay, great. So the second we swap over to learning lifestyle, how long is that going to be? 2 years. Okay, maybe it's a little early to swap all of our artifacts around, but that's okay. Let's hold court. I worked so hard for this. He worked so hard for this. It's finally time that maybe we help the people. Now we're in this position of power. Father, Duke Finareth's voice is severe. I request that we launch an investigation about the infamous preacher in Coslam. You see, this preacher as well, he's a man. That's not in accordance with our faith. Well, he is loved by peasants. But we are a man of the law. You know what? Let's not cause any trouble. There's already quite a lot going on as it is. Ooh, is that person Failmere? Oh, it's still Failmere. And we've still got Celestia, the court jester, the noseless court jester that we have since Smeagolf. Wow. Damn, that's cool that we've still got a lot of these characters around after so much time. Hello, a markedly disgruntled Count Melandia hurries to your throne. I've right to the County of Carga, no matter what anyone else might say. This injustice ends now. Settled by might. You shall decide this with your sword arms. Okay, fair enough then. There you go. We'll give that a go. Gain respect for him. Did you see that? That's nice. A frightful peasant strolls all too close before a guard steps between us. Oh! He backs off with a wink, laughing through scant teeth. Your lordness, I've come here from Queener with a matter of great import. You're seeking. Our carpenter has been carrying off with the Boer's wife's sister's cousin, and all village is in uproar. And this since 7 moons back. Were it 8? He strokes his chin. How did this man get in? He's a human. How is he in here? Right, there we are. Good work on the court. Was that really worth all that effort to become a king for that payoff? No. So we're immediately going to do a 360 and walk away to an expedition site. Where have we not been then? We've cleared out Attica. Malta we've finished as well. I guess we'll go further out then. We're going to go to Sarsar, to the ancient city of Babylon. Bear in mind, our expeditions have new stuff now. Too many Hell Duchies. Ah, you're very right. We should probably give some of these away then. What have we got? Eastern Desert. You know, I can tidy all this up while we are heading over to our site then. Þarþuþhaþhi, your son, grandson. Yeah, you can have that. No bother. I'll just keep landing family members. It's all fine. Oh, God, and we've got so many court positions to fill in now. Royal Architect is awesome. Glad we've got that. We should be able to fill in all of these roles. I'm searching for a court position manually, though, with the decision, because we haven't got much in the way of... Anybody good at that? Do you want to be a executioner? How does crimes are forgiven? No, you're okay. Well, we do need one. So, okay, there you go then. Fine. Yeah, court position, we've only got average, so I thought we would roll the dice and just see what turns up. Oh, you know what? Don't even check this child. That child is in prison for a reason. Must have broken the law. Hey, there we go. We've also befriended her. Really flexing that Smeagolf muscle. Horrible, horrible phrase. What else have we got? So we've got Countess Alara. Why did we become rivals? Because I left her in prison for too long. Oh, okay. Let's go and apologize. Susanna Deer is excellent. Okay, welcome aboard. And then we have... Oh, the first start of Theologian. Very good. This man deserves my help. I mean, we're doing it just to... I suppose that is quite humble, isn't it? To say someone deserves your help. Okay, yep, fair enough. Even if maybe they don't. So on the journey, I sent a request to Elfpothis, asking if we could educate his son, Tutankhamun, who will most likely be our successor, given that he has those 4 bloodlines. And here he is. Amazing work. Now we've got Diplomacy Perk 2, leading to Friendly Council. Each of your friend gives you 2 random skill points. Of course, we have like 10 friends, so that's no problem. Good luck. Wow. So we didn't get any diplomacy, and they got spread out through the rest of the skills. That's not bad. 50 martial I'll happily take. How long till we can swap? Next year. Less than a year now. Your dynasty is unlocked deigning to visit. Gains the bestowing grace modifier upon completion of a majesty tour. Instilling fear due to intimidation. They're trying to get me to do grand tour, something I never normally do. Lordly tour for a lordly due for taxation. Put in any grand tour resets the cooldown on any of the above modifiers. Cool, fair enough. And was that another leadership lifestyle poet? Fair enough. I think we've gone enough into hereditary excellence at this point that we could probably go elsewhere. Monthly prestige 10%. That seems pretty nice. We're up to 20. I was 23 there briefly for a moment. Oh, there we go. It's back. And we've befriended another one of our rivals. I think we're actually unkillable at this point. The only rival remaining is our brother, which can't do anything with, sadly. Not for another, like, 30 years. Oh, God. I don't think he's likely to kill us. He's got 100 opinion of us. I don't think he would kill us even if we were rivals at that point. So, that's it. We're good. You would like to betroth those people. Yeah, I mean, the guy's got 1 bloodline. He's not even in my line of sight anymore. Here we are. Ah, very nice. She's going to choose Noble. We'll play Priestess. She's going to... Oh, 1-0. Oh, no. What did she choose? She chose King. Okay, bear that in mind. She's going to choose Noble. Then in that case, I will play Queen. Neutral. Queen and Queen. She's going to choose Bandit. In that case, we will play Noble. Let's try and get a point on the board here. Very nice. She's going to choose Queen. She's already played King. We'll play King. She wouldn't have chosen Peasant. She's going to choose Peasant. We'll play Bandit. Oh, God. Oh, no. Priestess, go for Queen. And then she's going to choose Peasant, go Knight. Hey, huzzah. What have we found? Some more development for our capital. That place is going to be unstoppable. If we keep going on all these expeditions, it's going to be insane. 3 lives I have. Gentle enough to soothe the skin. Light enough to caress the sky. Hard enough to crack rocks. It is... What? Water? I think it is water. That's the second puzzle about water we've had. Ooh, a new artifact. Sturdy Hammer of the Paladin. A fine warhammer of elven craftsmanship. This artifact once belonged to a stout elf knight. May you protect the lands as they once did. Oh, that's fun. Fatal casualties are lower. Construction time is faster for building forts and such things. Travel safety is much higher. Oh, well, that's a cool idea for a weapon. I like that. Falling into like a class. That's good. The expedition is finished. We didn't find anything but that hammer, but that's okay. We'll come back. My God, 2 new perks again. Okay, we'll take... Field of Blood. No, let's go for a man's home. To give him advantage in this territory that he spent so long trying to build. And speaking of which, let's go for lower building construction time. We're sitting on 8,000 prestige. Remember when we didn't have any prestige at all? Oh, put it with smaller rations. No, let's forage and hunt. I'm sure he can afford to take the hit. So nowadays, we can... Oh my god, look at all the building slots we've got. Holy shit. We've built the Heroes Foundry in the capital. Beautiful. Let's go with that. I wonder if there are other new buildings. We've got all these building slots, and I can't put any buildings here. I mean, we might as well just develop whatever we can in the capital at this point. Oh, we can upgrade the castle. Oh, nice. Beautiful. Okay, fair enough. Castle is, of course, what we're upgrading now. The city holding we could upgrade. Got enough cash. I've got all this prestige and nothing I can spend it on. What about the portal itself down here? Oh, sorry, in this one. This one. I'll remember. Can we do anything? We should probably upgrade the temple there, I think. So we'll save up for that next. Oh, no, why can't we do that as is? We just don't have memorialism. Fair enough. Okay, in that case, let's build some hospices there. And it's been a long time since we've had to worry about this. We're going to go back to converting places. There's actually quite a few places. Apparently Alexandria flipped back over. Yeah, it did. Wow. Okay, or at least they're counting next to Alexandria. I guess cultural conversions full steam ahead. Home sweet home. There we go. You visited the capital of the Empire of Germania. I don't think I did. Visited our capital. Maybe that's what that means. So now I can give away that last duchy. Sadly, I couldn't quite tidy it all up because the guy that wanted the title was our region, and I wasn't making him a double duke. Has anybody landed over here? Who wants this? Got any family members? Direct family members at the very least? Grandson and champion? Oh, Daniel Fakeson. Yeah, he definitely deserves a duchy. There you go, fella. Much better. Right, that solves our too many held duchies problem, right? Oh, you can still only hold... Oh, God, I've got to give another one away. I don't really want to give away Alexandria, though. The Delta's not really doing a massive amount for us. Ooh. I mean, we're getting man-at-arms reduction. That's kind of nice. Oh, it's gold reduction. Oh, I don't care about that. Okay, you know what? We'll give away the Duchy of the Delta, then. Let's give that to someone else. Looking for someone important here. A lot of grandchildren. Cousins. Alpophis is already a duke. All right, you know what? Elendir, you can have it, my friend. That's all the problems dealt with. So we are currently educating directly Tutankhamun and Faces. Faces missed quite a few years of education. She was ill last time I wanted to check to educate her, but she's still coming out more than okay. What's she got? Learning education? Diplomacy is more beneficial for either A, us playing as her, or B, actually can we even designate her as a rare? We can. Oh, that's interesting. Maybe we'll do that. Breach of tradition. Changing things for the good of the realm. You can either be martial or stewardship. Somebody did say it's been a long time since any martial character has really gone crazy and expanded the borders. I suppose our current guy counts. You know what? Stewardship is all right. You've got to carry on refining what we've built here, and I think that's okay. As a martial character, probably should be making another accolade. My daughter wife, Queen Phaeopatra, really. Contender, monthly prestige per night has to load a trait gain, and Politica. Don't really like that one. Let's swap that out. Oh, God, there's so much. House Paragon. Whoa. That's quite a fancy one, isn't it? Your children get hassle and experience when they come of age. It's going to take a long time to actually get up to that point, isn't it? Vanguard Skirmisher, Valiant is pretty nice. Disciplinarian is not. Martial per stress level, actually, at this point. Maybe we'll go for that one. Let's swap that one to... let's go for House Paragon. There you go. The Scoundrel in the Desert. That's not a very nice name. The Desert Spark. A bit more... hold on. I fall into this trap every time. There you go. I didn't forget this time. Boom. There you are. Very nice. So what else have we got? We've got the leader of the Duke's Archers and the Terror in the Plains. Those ones, I think, predate even Smeagolf, don't they? So then, change of plan. Let's go all in on the pilgrimage. It'll be very expensive. A pious pilgrimage, sure. Okay. He's looked at the Grand Portal. Unvisited holy site in Alexandria. We haven't been there before. Really? Huh. Okay. Are we allowed to pick all of these? I didn't know because we're humble it might have some side effects. Oh, we can pick that one. Is that because we're humble? Interesting. Travel speed is reduced by 50%, but we gain way more piety, which is, of course, what we're after. And I guess this time we'll go Zealotry. We've just built an enormous portal connecting it to other realms. How can you not be more zealous? It's very hard to be cynical when in your back garden is an enormous... that pokes out the event window. Oh, well, that's unexpected. I've walked the holy path. Hey, there we are. Pilgrim. And we haven't gone on a pilgrimage before with this guy. Oh, interesting. I thought we had. It's very hard to remember these things. Pilgrimage becomes more pious. Better things to do with my gold. No, please. Make my spear of the prophet more pious. Yes. You organize a religious procession as well. You've observed a good omen. We spend time in... Oh, there's just so much going on. And a learning perk too. That's nice. Oh, actually, can we swap over? We can. Hey, good news. Finally, then. Each living child gives you one random skill point up to a maximum of 5. I guess we'll take that. That seems pretty good. I don't know if any of these are right for him. I suppose he's actually seduced people before, so that one seems the most character appropriate. And now, convert faith. Maybe that does affect the Alaran Advisor. So we'll just take that one regardless and just hope it works. But it doesn't really matter because, of course, we're going to go through it anyway. We can translate it for the people because we've got high learning. And, of course, he has been to university 3 times. The plaque has a spelling mistake. Very good. 5% chance we become a scholar. That would be fun. Sadly, we didn't get it. Sadly, we weren't quite at level 4 of our piousness, but that's okay. It's started building up a pilgrim trait. Whenever it comes off of cooldown, whenever we can afford it, we'll definitely pursue that as fast as possible. Look at our dynasty renown. I never even internalized that before. 519 a month. What the hell? That's insane. Hello. God, they look related, don't they? Yeah, sure. I mean, of course they are. Petition our liege. I'll be honest. I think that's irrelevant. I think we're a bit beyond that these days. What have we picked up here? Is that a core artifact somewhere? Oh, no, it's that new weapon. Yeah, Study Hammer of the Paladin. What have we got then? Current weapons just count Smeagol's battle axe. We've got these war hammers. Actually, the Hammer of the Paladin is better. I quite like this guy being a paladin. I think it suits him a little bit. You can go to pilgrimage straight away. Oh. I had no idea you could just fire him off back to back like that. Okay. Apparently they don't go on cooldown. Fair enough. Okay. Yeah, no, let's head out then and get on with it again. Can we even afford it? 805. Okay, we'll hold off just for a second. And off we go. Ooh. Core Grandeur up to level 6. It was level 7 that we got that 10% bonus, right? Do we become a gardener? He's a humble man. Yeah. Down to earth. He is very down to earth. You're right. I think I said this exact thing last time. And here we are. We've arrived in Sirhan, where some worship in church or mosques. I know the most sacred of places here are here in the open forest. Beautiful. Take us up to... What is our pilgrim trait looking like? Because then we can kind of figure out how many we need to go on. Oh, the mod's disappeared. You will not let me see... Oh, no, luckily pilgrims there, though. Oh, so we actually only need to really go on one more pilgrimage. And to be fair, this one might be enough just to... give us that extra. I mean, it's already 15% monthly piety. Wow. We got another 10% when we get to the next tier. That's good. Ooh. As I walk into church, a formidable guilt comes upon me. The light illuminating the altar like a sunny summer day is so dense I could touch it. What kind of life am I living? What kind of king could I be, or father, or son? If I don't change my comfort-eater nature, I'll only see light. The only light I'll see will be that in the fires of hell. Oh, we lose comfort-eater. Well, that's great. That's... Well, I mean, it gives 20% stress level, but that's really good. Good shit. Wow, this seems really hard to get high piety, doesn't it? Wow, I'm kind of surprised. Okay, well, there we are then. You lost the trade comfort eater. Honestly, I'm fine with that. That seems like a nice outcome. Practice makes perfect. Can unlock train with knights interaction. Good. Not that we really need that. Hello, you want an alliance? Yeah, I bet you do. No thanks. Ominous reputation. Wow. That's what you chose next in. So we're going down the intrigue path now, are we? Bloody hell, there can't be much left. For some reason, they only went into 3 activities and then quit. So now we're going into Guile. Whoa. Oh, this is interesting. Customs, I think I'd have been more interested in, because that's obviously one of the more recent DLC ones, but that's okay. I wonder why they stopped. They just gave up. I guess the character died that was interested in that. Oh dear, this is going to get messy. Hostile scheme success chance. Agent bribe cost minus 50%. Natural schemer. Venial? I have no idea. Family connections. Major chance to prevent one murder scheme against each dynasty member. This is going to be very, very, very messy as it progresses on. Good lord. Measles. Oh. Do no more than what is necessary. Excellent work. Thank you. He's a mighty powerful man. This won't stop him. This won't even slow him down. Do no more than what is necessary. They're all very, very strong people. They're very hale. Ah, and there we are. We're veteran wanderer now. What does that do for us? Diplomacy, learning, health boost, travel speed. Travel speed is really good, especially given that we're going to end up getting a lot of much further away holy sites now as we progress. And in fact, we'll be able to head out again quite soon, making 45 gold per month. Jeez, look at the disease. All the way down the Nile. Diplomacy part, we can take Patriarch, and I think that's quite appropriate. I feel like he has been quite the Patriarch to rebuild this dynasty from the mess of rivalries and nemesises and anger towards one another. I think he deserves that title. He's a good man. What on earth is this? As I open my eyes in the dark, I'm immediately overwhelmed by an ominous feeling. You ready to embrace the truth, Þarþuþhaþhi? The horned god offers you his blessing. You get the trait Witch. It's virtuous to sisters. Oh, it counts as virtuous. Oh. Well, this is good. Oh, and my wife lost measles. Maybe that's a good sign. Hold on. So they actually want us to become a witch, correct? Let me just double check that. Witchcraft virtuous. Oh, shit. With all my heart. Yes, he got accepted to become a witch. How lovely. Oh, well, that's great. Can I start? We might as well start converting other people too, then. Yeah, and then you can make like a witch coven, can't you? If you have like a certain amount of your dynasty, but that seems... What do we have to do? 60% of adult members of your house need to be witches. Sir, there are 450 members of our house. That's not going to happen. It's just a shame that that's a thing that's there and it's not just like, I don't know, a dozen close family members or something instead. That doesn't really make much sense. I might look for a mod that might adjust that because it's a bit... Feels a bit weird, especially this late in the game, right? It almost seems kind of impossible. We lost measles. Very good. And we can now go on another pilgrimage immediately. T-Elf. T-Elf is hosting a feast. Of course we will visit. Absolutely, of course we'll visit. This is right at the other end of our kingdom. Do we need to do anything? Let's bring medical equipment. I think that's a good idea, given that we are in the middle of a measles outbreak. Chancellor of Germania Elf. Really? Now, someone did make a very fair point that the reason... He offered us this title because, of course, we're very, very good, most likely the best of the job, and then immediately was forced to take it away. Possibly because someone used a hook against him. So, again, maybe not something I can blame him for. Maybe it wasn't his fault. So, I'm going to allow Elrond II to give us that position. I think it's an interesting thing for... It just gives a bit more interaction between important characters, right? Not in Nubia anymore. As a loyal servant of the Horned God, travel means performing rituals and incantations to safeguard my entourage against evil spirits. Here in Abu Hamad, people believe that all magic and miracles done by anything but their clerics to be witchcraft. Perhaps she'll listen to reason. I could try and convert her. Flip her over. She's Coptic, right? So, as a Christian, I imagine she's probably not a big fan of witchcraft. Sadly, we lost the debate, and she punched us, apparently. And it's aggravated. Oh, God, if we die from that, that's a sign, isn't it? We also got given a scheme to learn this man's language, given that it's part of our realm, Sudanic. Makes sense that we would pursue that. And I think something just built on our capital, so I started working on the walls now. I think that makes sense. Try and get a higher fort level on our capital, given how key it is to keeping everything together. And it is just a tribal holding, ultimately. Oh, God, here we are. Another unhinged feast. Honorary guest is Mama the Mama, apparently. That's very appropriate. Is that your wife, I would assume? Who is she? Duchess Mama of Piedmont. Oh. Okay, fair enough then. Just a friend. Sorry, that was rather backwards of me to assume that was his wife. They could just be friends. There's nothing wrong with that. We lose 208 stress. Bloody hell. Ooh. I think this one's better. Every guest with at least one trait in common with you gains 20 opinion of you, and we lose 42 stress anyway. I think that's going to be quite likely to be most of the people. Tell us a story. No, she wants to leave. We'll distract the guests and let her leave. Oh, and of course, no expense on rebuilding. That is going to delay our pilgrimage, but it's what he'd do. Cannot believe how long we've been waiting for the food. Are we here to eat or to admire the grain of the wooden table? Staring at you, Nyona. I'm very hungry. Now the speech to Duchess Mama. It's a decent speech, if a bit long-winded, but that's usually how these things go. The assembled guests clap and whoop politely. Never liked her, to be honest. No, we'll say here. Absolutely. It'd be very rude to go to someone else's feast and boo them. I shall now depart. 5 trait experience in Famous Reveler. Are we really not at the highest level? That's actually quite surprising. Would we get the highest level? Hostile scheme success chance, really. We lose 315 stress because we are gluttonous, gregarious, and a famous reveler. We had comfort eater 2. I think it's like 400, 500 stress, something ridiculous like that. My daughter, Faces, hovers in limbo between childhood and adulthood, and I have taught her enough to understand the truth. She is still young enough to have an open mind, and if I want to induct her into the service of the Horned Gods, it's now or never. What a twist. Yes? Sure. I mean, it's virtuous. Why would we not want that, right? Xenophilic. Absolutely not. I mean, we're still elves, ultimately. Elven supremacy has been in their culture since day one. Maybe certain characters have different opinions on the matter, but again, I think it's kind of underlining the whole situation, right? Did I forget to move away from it? Bollocks. I said, oh, it's time we can move away, and then I totally forgot to do it. We're going to move on to theology focus, and then 75 renown. You know, I really don't think we need that, actually. Because we've got benevolent intent. Seems a bit pointless. Oh, and we learned Sudanic. How many other languages are in our realm that we might want to learn? Because that'd be quite useful. What do you speak? High Elven and Berber. What languages do we know is probably a better question. High Elven, Berber, Greek, French, Arabic, and Sudanic. Okay. Ethiopic could work. That's fine. That seems maybe like a sensible idea. This guy speaks Cushitic. Sure, okay. We might as well learn as many languages as we can possibly cram in our brain, right? We're going to flip the wagon, and then the second we get back, guess what we're going to do? That's right. We're going on a pilgrimage, because I really do want to see if we can become a Fae by the end of today. It's a big undertaking, but it's very, very possible. Let's get out there. Pious pilgrimage, please. Attica? That seems the next closest location. Let's see if we get any luckier this time. A pilgrim's guide. Okay. I'm sure I've seen this book before. That becomes more pious. We also become a local expert, but because we're humble... Go on. Take a little bit of stress. It's going to stress me out a little bit, but, you know, it's all about trying to find that greater purpose, right? So we're gonna roll with it, and we're going to see how well we can do. More troops for us. Thank you. Martial perk. Enduring hardships to give plague resistance. I really do want, because we seem to be non-stop drowning in plague. Clerical justifications... Monthly piety per night seems more useful in the short term. Translate another one of those misspelled plaques. God, this seems so hard compared to the other journeys, right? I don't understand how we're ever going to get up to level 5 of that. Elven culture does not have xenophilic, so we cannot take part in their local customs and cultures. That's okay. We might just get up to level 2. Your dynasty has gotten long reach. Hostile scheme success chance up by 10%. The renown just seems to be snowballing. Wow. Attica, it's been an honor. Thank you. On home we go. We're almost there. We don't need much more. What we're lacking now is gold. So let's raise some troops and let's have them go out raiding for us. Nivara, our daughter, has come out terribly. Good for her. I'm going to put them as one enormous unit. I know that's ill-advised, but it will just help speed things up so much. Is there actually any money around anywhere? Too many raiders. That's the bloody problem we've got now. There's a good amount more inland. Okay, let's start from here and work our way through Greece then. Phasis is adequate bargainer. No way. I thought she'd do much better than that. How pathetic. Should have sent her off to university. Oh, well, that's disappointing. Okay. Yeah, sure. We'll take commanders when they're available. Oh, well, that's so disappointing. Cushitic is beyond my capabilities. Okay, sure. I mean, he was never the most intelligent guy, so we'll take that. Oh, my God. It finally happened. Elrond is being attacked by Thaldir. Francia versus Germania. 117,000 versus 155,000. I think that, you know, you'd assume Elrond II, just based on pure numbers alone there, would win it, but I was going to say their realms are actually, Germania, I'd say, is more centralized, too. Massive chunk of Northern Africa, massive chunk over here in the Middle East, but very centralized around France itself, believe it or not, but Germania has a lot of very strong centralized lands. Oh, interesting. We'll keep an eye on it, see what happens. Oh, learning perk, there we are. Thank you. And profit takes us up to 24 prestige per month. Bloody hell. How fast are these sieges? Like, instantaneous. Wow. Okay, well, this shouldn't take any time at all. I did send 18,000 men to siege through, so I kind of expect nothing less, to be honest with you. The smell hits me before the door opens. A heavy and meaty odor that permeates the area. It's the stench of the newly dead. Another murder, my lord. We must stop this senseless killer. Oh, God. I will scour the castle for this murderer. We've got a serial killer in our castle. What's happening? We've taken enough already. Yes, not only... That's the event I was talking about. Not only is he humble, but of course, it's pious. As I open my eyes, I'm immediately overwhelmed by an ominous feeling. Is someone watching me? You ready to embrace the truth, Þarþuþhaþhi? The horn god offers you his blessing. I think I've already got it, so I'm just going to say, be gone, demon. Obviously, we're already a witch, so we're just going to assume that that's maybe a vision, a hallucination. Oh, wow. For years, I've swept out on devastating raids, bringing the Full Fury of the Divine Spark, and we've gained the trait Viking. Okay, fair enough. Takes up to, back to 50 Martial. We must have lost a little bit. I wonder if one of our friends died. Pray for the nameless dead. Parts of the body were found this morning, my lord. Blood pools on the table and around small mounds of flesh. Strings of tissue rest in dark ooze. As you can see, it's not a whole human enough to identify them. Double the guards? Anybody seen anything? I will investigate this personally. Yes, I will. Can we attack Constantinople proper at this point? No, sadly not. Let's take the money back, because we're at 1,200 gold. That's enough for almost 2 pilgrimages. And another perk. Let's take clerical justifications. We're going to go all the way down to theologian this time. Oh, they tried to stop us on the way out. Didn't do a very good job, though, did they? For God's sake, let me go home. What's wrong with you? Please. We're just trying to leave. Why are you trying to stop us? Beautiful. 1,200 gold, 1,200 prestige. Thank you. Oh, what is this we got here? Ritual of Ascension. Oh, my God. Wait, I thought it was more than that. It's 6,000 now. Was it not slightly higher before? It doesn't really matter either way. Beautiful. Okay, then. Pilgrimage. Hold off a second. We don't necessarily need it right now. Oh, no, not the hiccups. Not when I'm so close to victory. Ambush expert going down to Vanguard next. Betrothed can marry. Good for them. Get on with it. And now, finally, more importantly than ever, this is it. A big change of pace. The first ever character that we're playing as that's going to ascend beyond Elf to Fae. A grand Fae Lord. 6,000 piety. All because we restored the portal. Are we the first one out there, I wonder? We'll take a look in a second, but let's do it. As I prepare to ascend, I recall the spark crystal in my possession. I could tap into the power of the spark captured inside to drastically increase the power of the ritual. If me and my closest loved ones were to form a connection, we could all ascend as one. All additional ascendants will only cost 20% of the piety for their elf level. Oh my God, let's do this together. Yes. We're going to spend another 4,400, so we're going to have to climb out of this pit, but we can ascend my whole family. Do it. We've lost the trait High Elf. You join your hands together around the crystal. As you meditate, your minds form a connection. You feel the spark inside the crystal with your thoughts, and together you reach out and release it. Your ritual resonates with the divine spark, and you become more aligned with it. You have ascended. We've gained the trait True Elf. Oh my God. Learning +6, prowess +6, no prowess loss from age, minus 40% for fertility, okay. Medium health boost, no inbreeding chance whatsoever, life expectancy up by 100 years, years of fertility up by 50, and attraction opinion +10. We've become more, huzzah. King Þarþuþhaþhi, Queen Elwyn, Queen Fairpatra, Queen Laurel, and Count Elra. Interesting, what a random collection, how very eclectic. What about Faces? No, Faces is still an elf. I guess because they weren't high elves. Same with Tutankhamun, so he's going to have to work his own way there. Are we the first ever true elf ruler? Let's bloody find out. True elf. There's a few different variants here. What are you? Are you a relation? Where have you come from? Pharaoh. Oh. So there are a couple of other true elves out there, but hold on, let's go ruler. So that's not the trait we've got. Clearly a slightly different variant for whatever mechanical reason. True elf? Nothing. Which one are we? It must be the bottom one then. True elf. You! We're the only one! Hold on, all? We're the only one! Ah! Quite literally a cut above the rest. There he is, the first ever true elf ruler and, more importantly, a true elf king. The progress today has been tremendous. Today and yesterday, I think, were really kind of a double bill of, a double whammy of improvement on improvement on improvement. It was a real difficult struggle at the start. Rebuilding the realm, accruing some sort of power, finding this character's place and building him up. But look, it's all paid off. And I think that's a lot better than having become the King of Egypt, because we'd have been sat here for ages if there was nothing else to do in that early time. It's always good to start out little and end massive. And that, I think, is exactly what we've done. I'll be honest. On the subject of that, I'm kind of into the idea of playing Faces. I think that would be quite fun. We play Faces rather than Tutankhamun elf. Spark Savant, she's a regular elf, but she is that sister and that magi that might have some unique effects. We'll see what we've got. I've been told there isn't like a huge amount of stuff, because obviously there's still a lot of work in progress here. But that could be something really interesting. I like that as a nice twist. The next generation, we change it. Maybe she's the impetus we need to change the culture and the religion. What does she end up getting? Diligent, fickle, and paranoid. Oh! Interesting. Bold planet. Diligent is always good. Work hard. fickle. Doesn't matter if I decide to change my mind midway through, like, say, for example, we pick diplomacy and then flip very suddenly over to theology. Paranoid is, honestly, I think a fun twist to the character. Arguably a negative side effect. Obviously, in terms of gameplay and mechanics, it's quite nice, but negative side effect to her might make her less able to form meaningful bonds with people, but we'll see how that goes. And that will be a conversation we have to have soon. Currently, Þarþuþhaþhi is 73 years old. Won't be too long before we have to stop playing as him. We start playing as him at 16, right? We play 70 years per character. So we've only got another 13 years before we pass the torch on to the next candidate. Thank you for joining me here today. And I don't think anyone can deny that Þarþuþhaþhi has absolutely earned this victory. Thank you, of course, for joining me today. Don't forget to go and play along with Elf Destiny over on Steam. Make your suggestions and your likes and your favorites and give your steamed gifts to your favorite mod developers. Though the points don't do anything in my experience, it's fun to see the number go brr. Thank you to Galupo, Cesium, Pipchip, Lost Turtle, Mochi Panda, Cicere, Mark, Spectre Shadow, Squinty Chimera, Punlord, Nexus, Killer, Starling 6, Lou Waffle, Simothy, Rimothy, Kia Vaca, Swolequackers, Cheese King 21, Thomas Law, Noira, Honey Delalio, Ramberman 138, Ozymandias, Chillabella, Sayath, and Bulmaline for their support. The executive producer tiers over on Patreon. Thank you for joining me. I think we've peaked, and I think this has been a fantastic couple of days for our elves, huh? We'll have to see how far we can ascend up the ladder now. Thank you as well to Sam Harmon, Mal, Pumbly, Vingy, Justin Wallace, Kyrus, D's Nuts, Pimpek, Sierra Matthews, Jake, 10,000 pounds of flax, Fedor, Bolplup, and Jizzleson.